Hello, and welcome to this instructional video on completing the new Illinois Shines Community Solar Disclosure Form. As an approved vendor designee, you'll complete this form for each prospective subscriber in the Illinois Shines program. An assigned disclosure form is required prior to signing a subscription agreement or contract. The form is organized into 10 sections on the portal, and you'll be asked to walk through each section before moving on to the next. You can keep track of your progress using the status bars on the right, and you'll be able to revisit sections and resume progress prior to submitting the form. Required fields will be marked with an asterisk, and we've provided helper text in the fields to help inform form entries and also guide data validations. If your data validation does not pass, you'll need to correct the value before moving on to the next section. Conditional fields will determine the resulting information shown in the disclosure form, and please consult the program guidebook and portal help guides for further details on specific fields. Now let's get started by opening up the form. If you're a vendor or designee, you're going to go to the dropdown and select Create CS. And at this point, you should be able to see a form ID at the top of your form, as well as a vendor ID. This first section just asks for basic information, such as the project name and whether or not the disclosure form PDF should be exported in Spanish. For the sake of this walkthrough, we are going to be filling out a TBD form. If you did have a project application available, you would select it from this dropdown. Since we don't, we're going to enter the project name here. And I'd also like to note at this time that TBD forms are prohibited for community-driven community solar projects. So let's move on to the next section, which is subscriber contact information. You can see that you'll be asked for the subscriber name. You'll also be asked for their address, as well as their phone and email, their utility, and their utility account number. The next section is for the community solar provider contact information. You'll be asked for the legal name, if there's a different name used for marketing, as well as contact information. The next section is for subscription information. You'll be asked to enter the subscription size, whether there is a guaranteed minimum level of electricity production. If yes, you'll be asked for additional details. You'll be asked for the estimated date when the subscriber will start receiving the bill credits. And you'll also be asked for the estimated first-year annual electricity production for the subscription, as well as the term of the subscription. Moving on to the next section, which is for rate and payment information. As you can see here, there's 7 options in the dropdown. Depending on which option is selected, you'll be asked for additional information. If you do not see a subscription type here that matches the subscription, you can select none, and you'll be asked for more information on the method or formula for calculating the payment amount. You'll also be asked about the format of the bill, whether any deposit or down payment is required, the frequency of payments, and whether or not the payment will be administered through the subscriber utility bill. If no is selected, you'll be asked to provide more information. Before moving on to the next section, I did want to highlight how these two sections, Section 5, subscription information, and Section 6, rate and payment information, will be used to calculate the first year savings for the subscriber. I'm going to go ahead and revisit this section for subscription information. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull over the Community Solar Disclosure Form PDF, which shows the savings section. So as you can see here, inputs from the subscription section, such as the first year production of electricity. It will then be multiplied by the bill crediting rate to give you the estimated bill credits for the first year. The subscription fee, which was entered into the rate and payment section, will be used to calculate the estimated subscription payments. These two values will then be subtracted to then give you the estimated total savings for the first year. Moving on to the next section, which is early termination of subscription. You'll be asked whether or not there's additional circumstances that allow for early termination other than moving outside your electric service utility territory. You'll also be asked if the CS provider will impose a fee for termination. If yes is selected, you'll be asked for more information. Whether advance notice is required. If yes, you'll be asked for more information. The next section is any other fees and costs. For example, a late payment fee, you would enter that here. You'd enter the amount and when it would be applicable. Moving on to the next section, additional terms and disclosures. If it does require service from an alternative retail electric supplier, you would select yes, and you would be asked for the name of the supplier as well as the energy supply rate. You'll also be asked in this section if the subscription offer requires the community solar provider to act as the customer's agent to manage their electric utility account. And then we also have a section for any additional details and explanatory information on the subscription. At this point, you're ready to submit and download. Please note that once you do so, you will be unable to make any changes to the form, and it will be available to access on your dashboard by searching the form ID. After downloading the form, you must have it signed by the subscriber and uploaded or sent to the subscriber for electronic signature. In conclusion, the Illinois Shines Community Solar Disclosure Form is an essential document that must be filled out accurately and completely for your subscribers to participate in the Illinois Shines program. By following the instructions provided in the video, you can ensure that your subscriber is on their way to start enjoying the benefits of community solar. And if you have any questions about completing the disclosure form on the portal, please reference the portal help guide on the Illinois Shines program website. And as always, you may reach out to the program administrator at admin@illinoisabp.com for additional questions. Thank you for watching.